Marhaba ya jama'a. Right now we're going to talk about the letter R, our beautiful rolled R sound in Arabic. If you have any past experience with a language like Spanish or Italian, you've heard this sound before. It's the rolled R sound in a word like pero or grazie. Rolled R's are something that can fill us with a certain trepidation as learners if we didn't grow up using them. But I have a trick for you. In American English, we have a sound that's very close to a rolled R in some words that we spell with a double T. Words like flutter or mutter or butter. If I say one of those quickly in my American English accent, it doesn't really have a T quality, right? It's more like a very light D sound, which is only a hair removed from the flutter of a rolled R. My tongue flips back on the roof of my mouth towards the front, and it doesn't linger there for 1 second longer than it has to. And you can practice this by muttering these words to yourself and try leaving off the beginning and final consonants. So all we're left with is ara, ara, ara. And that really gets us most of the way to the rolled R sound that we have in words like darasa or rabb. But sometimes we need to sustain that rolled R when we have a shadda over it in words like darasa or darraba. And that can feel one step more complicated for some of us as learners. I know that personally I was convinced for several years of my life that I simply could not make this sound. Couldn't do it. Was physically impossible for me. And of course I was wrong about that. I think that as learners, it's important to approach this physical task with the same attitude that we would have towards other physical skills. Nobody is born being able to do a cartwheel or a handstand or to make a pleasant sound on a violin or an oboe. And anyone who can do those things does them as a result of practice and training and incremental progress. So my advice to you, if you fall into the category of learners who feel like the rolled ra, and especially the rolled double ra with a shadda on it, if those feel extra challenging for you, my advice is to practice these English words, or the middle thirds of them, and really make it a volume game. Just like your violin teacher wouldn't let you get away with playing a piece just once, and your basketball coach isn't going to tell you, okay, you shot one perfect hoop, call it a day, right? No, do it 500 more times. Do it again and again and again. Practice this a lot. Ara, 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 just that very light D sound. And really think about the quality. And one day, on your 1000th or 3000th rep, you're going to relax into it, and you're going to accidentally get that second flutter of your tongue for the more sustained ra. It'll be an aha moment. And from there, you'll have that physical feeling to refer back to, having done it once, and things will get incrementally easier. I don't want to be immodest or oversell this, but it is true that just about every novice Arabic learner that I've worked with who has done this, who has put in their reps and practiced that single flutter for, let's say, 10,000 times, has managed eventually to produce that sustained r sound. And I am confident that the same thing can work for you.